while you're here, hit that thumbs up. Also, pass over to my page and hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much, guys.
Well, hello. I'm back. What I'm saying now is I haven't really been doing recent videos lately, just because there's nothing really to show anybody. I mean, no one wants to watch somebody watering the garden weeding. Maybe some people do, a lot of people don't, but I just don't do any videos that I don't put any videos on that I don't think people would watch. If I wouldn't watch it, I wouldn't want other people to watch it. So what I am doing is I've took small videos of few bits and bobs I've done over the last couple of weeks, just small bits. Like I say, when I've been finishing on a weekend, the weather hasn't been the best. It's too dark on night time when I finish work, so I'm not getting no footage really. So basically what I'm going to start and do is just do a monthly video. So it'll be a little bit of a longer video, but it'll be stuff for people to watch. So this, I'm just doing like a small introduction here. So I'm just doing a full month's video. Like I say, I've planted some garlic. I cleaned me garden peas out and that earlier in the month. And there's a lot to be getting on with. So there will be quite a big video coming up in the near future of what I've been doing for the last 3-4 weeks. So like I said, I've planted me garlics. You'll see them little bits coming up because them are coming up in this video. But I just thought I'd let you know that if you haven't seen much coming out, well, of me, that's because I haven't really been putting anything on. And like I say, I'm just going to try and keep it to one video a month through the quiet times. And then people can see the establishment and the progression of the plot throughout the year. Sorry I'm holding you like this, but I've went and left my tripod at home, so I cannot put my phone on a stand, so it's all wobbly. So yes, I am busy. I'm just going to prepare the greenhouse because we're getting a new heater tomorrow. It's just a little 2.5 kilowatt thermostat controlled greenhouse heater, £80 on the internet. So, and we're getting the bottles tomorrow as well. So there's me few chilies in the background there. What's left. That one's completely shabby now, like probably because it's the closest to the door. That one's starting to wilt now. Still a few chilies on there, and still loads of chilies on them as well. My fig tree's not doing too bad, and knee figs on it, like, but they're me Swedes. Oh, they're ready to pot up. I'm going to put them into the greenhouse. I'm going to put them there. I'm going to put them in the greenhouse as well. So in the polytunnel, sorry. See what I can get off them through the winter, if I get anything at all. Probably not, but it's an experiment. So yeah. Like I say, I'm getting heat tomorrow. I've got some leeks coming from one of the lads down the bottom, Alan Pine and Mark. I'm not sure what Mark's second name is. But Mark's got some leeks for us, and he's got some onion seed. I've ordered some onion seeds from Peter Glazebrook, so it'll be nice. It'll be quite good to see which seed will grow best for me. Seeing as, well, not a lot of seeds do. But yes, so I've got my lights as well at the house, which will be a video coming up shortly with them. I don't have any T5s. I've got a 250 watt CFL, just a single bulb over the top of a reflector. So I've got that, and I'm ordering another 200 watt, I think, or a 300 watt. We'll see what happens. But the reflector's coming in the next couple of days, and I'll be ordering the bulb in the next couple of days as well. But like I say, 250 watts for the. I'll not be needing them for a few weeks until the plants actually, till the seeds germinate and they start to grow. So obviously that's that. But listen to me rambling again. But yes, so anyhow, I will get small snippets of footage today, but like I say, I haven't got my tripod. So what I might do is I might just take you for a quick walk around and show you what I'm going to be doing today. And then I'm coming back tomorrow for the gas bottles getting dropped off for the heat. So I might show you, I'll bring the tripod down and I'll show you exactly what I've done. So then you can see, like a later video, like before and afters kind of thing, but a full video, then after a full video. So anyways, look, less the rambling. I've got jobs to do, as I'm not going to get them done because today is one of the only days this week that is going to be nice. So these videos coming up right now are from previous weeks that I didn't have enough footage to put on. So I hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, good morning. We're down on the top end of the plot today. I've just quickly done a little bit of weeding, clearing up with the soil, give it a rake, tilled it over a little bit, and then we're just gonna plant some garlic today. We're talking the second week of October. It should have been done last month, but it's a little bit late. But hopefully it should be all right. Beginning of the second week in October. But yes, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be planting the garlics. We've cut the sunflowers down behind you there, next to up the side of the polytunnel. Them are all being cut down today. We're going to leave them on the floor so as the squirrels and stuff can eat all the seeds out of them, and that got stupid enough to buy seed elsewhere. They're not a giant variety or anything. They're just I forgot the variety of them, but I'll remember eventually. So yes, we are, like I say, just about to plant our garlic. I've already cleaned out the hens today. They've had the clean out for the winter period. I might do it halfway through again just to make sure that they don't get any cold or anything. I'm going to refelt the top of the shed with where the chickens are, because there is a small leak in there as well. We are going to get round. I've got a week off. Not next week, but the week after. I've got Thursday and Friday off next week, which I put a couple of days holiday in for that, so I can get down next week if it's dry and get a few jobs done, and then working the week after. I've cheers for that. Thank you. Nice brew. Lovely. So we're gonna get this done. Me fella's been down quite a bit this last week, even though it's been raining, but he's been in the polytunnel. That was nearly a disaster. He's been down quite a lot last week to sort out the polytunnel. He's been digging all of the old compost out, as like is quite know that the soil was acidic. It's neutralized itself. Well, when I put the potash on it, it's neutralized. But we're going to get rid of it anyways. We're going to end up putting it in the bottom plot next to the onion bed that we made the new raised area out of. So we're gonna utilize that over there. We're gonna use it there, and we're gonna put. He's already put a big layer of manure down in the bottom of the trench. So we're gonna take the cover off this year throughout the winter, and we're gonna let all the weather do its thing, and let nature take its toll and do its usual thing and do it right, ready for next year, which obviously I'll be doing the same with the polytunnel area, the onion house that we're making down the bottom. That'll be all getting sorted out on my week off as well, getting tidied up and sorted, and hopefully I might be able to get some boards and use them and get the jobs I need done. I'm going to take the netting off of the raised beds as well this week, get all them finished, just jobs that tidy up the garden and get it ready for next year, and see what happens. But for now, like I say, I'm going to crack on with them garlics and finish me cuppa. So cheers folks. So there we have it, the garlic for 2020-2021. We'll just leave that over the winter and see how it takes off. Hopefully I'll get some nice garlic, because I've actually never grown a successful garlic. I've always planted it, I think I've always planted it early spring and harvested it through the winter, when I should have left it all the way till the next spring so the bulb wasn't split. But I didn't know that. So when I spoke to the lads, Dean in particular, he says planted September-ish, so obviously it's October now, but here you go. we'll just see how it goes. Planted early autumn, and then it's ready to harvest come, I think, is it middle of summer or something like that, or spring or something, I don't know. But anyways, I don't know. So like I say, I'm no pro. I'm here just for the crack. Wait, I'm here because I enjoy it. But you know, that's gardening. You learn some, you know what I mean. You learn some, you lose some. It's what it is at the end of the day. But that's it for the garlic, anyways, for this year. So time to move on to my next job, which I think I might just take all the netting off. Oh no, I haven't got my drill with us today, so that'll be a job for next week. But I've got plenty of weeds to pull out at the bottom of the garden next to where the onion house is, so I'm gonna crack on with that and get that sorted. So for now, I'll speak to you soon. So like I said, I'm coming to sort out the peas because it's a bit of a mess up here at the minute. It's just doing little bits and often to try and make a big outcome. Like I say, all the peas are finished, they've all died back, and there's loads of pea pods there that are left that need to be. There's loads of seeds there, so I'm going to get a few pea plants down there next year, hopefully. See what happens. But yeah, I've got tons of them to harvest, so I've got a mushroom tray there, and I'm just going to plod away. I'm just going to pull them all off, so I'll speak to you soon. So folks, there we have it. I've harvested a nice, and they're all falling out, a nice basket of peas there. Keep them all for seed. I'll strip them all down, get all the peas out, put them in a nice cup, keep them in a dry place, and then we'll keep it for next year. 3 seeds, what's not to love? Well, there we have it. There's a nice big cup of peas for next year. That should do it for all the peas that we need. So that was a canny harvest. I actually spilled half them on the floor as well. I don't have a complete full cup, but that'll do, and saves us a few quid for next year. Everybody loves 3 seeds, so happy days. The next job, I'm going to go around the greenhouses in the polytunnel. I'm going to cut down all the tomato plants, get rid of them, keep the tomatoes, ripen them off on the windowsill on a dark drawer, whichever one. And then I think that's probably it for the day, because the rain's actually starting to come in. But I did want to get the onion area cleaned up, but that there's plenty of time. No rush for that. So I might take some sprouts as well today, because there's quite a few sprouts there. So nice, can you harvest the sprouts as well? So I'll speak to you soon. Right, here we are in the polytunnel. As you can see, it's an absolute mess. Hasn't been maintained anything for like the last couple of weeks and all that. So yes, as you can see, the marigolds were nice this year, nice and big. All I'm doing is I'm just stripping all the green tomatoes back and taking the plants out, stripping them down, and putting them on the compost heap. So that, just to clear it up. I'll be taking the marigolds out as well, just to get them done and out of the way, get the place cleaned up, make it look tidy, and then it's one less job I have to do through the winter. As you can see on the right hand side, my leeks, which weren't any kind of standard or anything, as they've just been neglected themselves. Step through. So yes, pretty much just going to strip them all back. I might keep a couple for seed, because there's a couple of the Betty Black at the backyard's nice and big. Like I say, I think the compost done its damage at the beginning of the year, so we're just gonna see what we can get done, and just see how much I can clean it up and make it look a bit more presentable. So I'll speak to you shortly. So there we have it, folks. That's it, pretty much. Like, it's not done, but it's nearly there. I've just got a few root balls to break up, get the bits of tomatoes and weeds out now, clean up the sides and that, sweep the floor, and then it's done. But the reason why I'm out of breath is I've just filled up a wheelbarrow full of horse muck. Absolutely lovely stuff. It's instead of using actual straw, it's straw shavings. So it comes out a lot, like the back end of the horse comes out a lot better, and it's not mixed in with bedding and stuff like that. So it's proper horse muck. So that's we'll fill the wheelbarrow, because the idea for next year is we're gonna keep this the same height, clean it all out, because there's nothing in the bottom to stop any weeds coming up. So we're going to clean it all, get a lot of it out, put it in the actual garden or the compost heap. Then we're going to, sorry about that, and then we're just going to fill the full lot with horse muck and see how it goes from there. But yes, at the moment in time, it's looking very nice. The horse muck out there, so but in here it's a bit of a mess, but it's all jobs that be done over the winter, cleaning everything up and getting it ready for next year. So that's pretty much it. I've stripped all my leeks down. I'm not keeping them for seed because there's nothing there that you would class as keeping seed for. It's not exactly the best leeks. I mean, probably not the worst, but not the best. But it's my first year doing it. Obviously a few changes happening for next year. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to probably do like about half a dozen or 8 leeks in the middle, because I'm not a gardener that grows just for show. I like to utilize all the space I have for vegetables. So I think we're just going to have one row of leeks up the middle, tomato plants up either side, and then the onion house for onions. So we'll see what happens for next year. But like I say, stay tuned and you'll get updated constantly on what's happening and what's going on and that. I am going to start and come down a lot more. I'm going to try and get down after work as well. I've got a week off in October, so that's time that can be spent doing a lot of the garden, or trying to get a lot of the garden done. So a few days put in on that week should definitely boost up. Plus the days are getting shorter, so when I finish work I haven't actually got, there's like an hour's worth of light when I finish work, and then it gets dark. So, but I mean, after work, I can spend time in the greenhouses and stuff like that, getting them cleaned up, because I can have the light on in there. But look, less of the rambling. That's pretty much it for this week. Unfortunately, I never got the areas done that I wanted to get done, but that's just the way it is. So next week I'll definitely be getting done the onion area, the onion beds, and getting things sorted in there. But till the next time, folks, take care and stay safe.
Well, hello everyone. Like I said, the videos previous there were just the videos that I'd done the last couple of weeks. But this is the bed I'm going to be sorting out, weeding, turning over, ready for the winter coming and stuff. So yes, as you can see, it's rather weedy. It's fair to say it hasn't been hoed for a while. So yes, so as you can see, there's still a couple of heads of cabbages in here up the side there, and but what I'll do is I'll harvest them today, and I'll get the leaves stripped off and feed them to the hens, and then I'll obviously use the heads myself. Yeah, so like I say, there's quite a few weeds in here, as you can see. We'll just turn it down a little. It's rather weedy, so still haven't managed to get any flags to finish the path off along here. Yes, one good thing is potatoes were a really good harvest this year from the ground. Buckets not so well, but it is what it is. So but yes, let's crack on anyways. Well, welcome back. I've just finished turning the first bed there. Still a few little weeds in, but the hens are out at the minute and they'll pick up whatever's left of us. Been following us around, gobbling all the earthworms and grubs and that up. So that's one bed done. As you can see, they're working on it now. So my little helpers and that. So yes, we're just gonna 2 seconds. I'll adjust that because it's doing me heading. So let us say we've done that. That's one job done. We've got the next bed where the cabbages and the collie and broccoli were at the beginning of the season. So we're just gonna crack on with that anyways and get that sorted. I do apologise for not putting it back on record. I completely forgot all about it. So I'll speak to you shortly anyways. Well, hello again. As far as work outside goes and digging the garden over, that's us done. The rain's here. It's getting a bit damp, getting a bit heavy now. I did manage to do nearly all of it. All I've done is took all the surface weeds off. As mainly the beds are only surface weeds. You get a handful of docks and a handful of thistles and perennial weeds and stuff. But it's a case of just leaving it for through the winter. We'll fertilise. I've got chicken manure pellets, but the chicken's out at the minute. They'll probably try and eat them. I've never tried actually throwing them down when they're here, so I'm going to leave them for now. This is going to be what area for a cage next year. We're building a big cage. Going to get a hold of some 3x3s or 4x4s, 8 foot, dig them down a bit, concrete the base in, and then screw some Harris fencing in, and then put some debris netting around it. So keep your eyes peeled for all that. So that's a big step for next year for us. So sorry, getting a bit phlegmy there and all that. But I powered through because I felt the rain starting to come, and I powered through and got it finished. My dad's done the area where the sweet corns were this year, which didn't amount to anything at all. I did go against everyone that was saying don't bother with sweet corn. I did put some extra in, didn't come to anything either. So thanks very much guys, and thanks for warning us, but it was just an experiment, see if I could get some out later on. But yeah, pretty much that's it for inside. One plus, we did manage to get gas bottles just dropped off there, which was an absolute fantastic deal of £51 for a 47 kilogram gas bottle, which I didn't know it was 47 kilograms just for the gas. So when I tried to pick the bottle up, and I nearly put the bag out. 87 kilograms they are when they're full. So I could have probably managed it if he leant it on my shoulder, but I wouldn't have been able to. It's awkward shape, slippy and awful. So anyways, as you can see, the hens are out in full swing at the minute. All 8 of them are out at the minute, pecking away. As you can see, there they are. There. But yes, they're enjoying it. Just let them out for a little bit. They will be going back in once we leave, but at this very moment in time we're not leaving yet, because we've got a few adjustments to do to the greenhouse. The bottom rail on the bottom, I'll take you over there. That's that. Speak to you shortly. Hello, welcome back. We've finished digging over what we could with the rain stuff. It's the next day now. It's Wednesday now. The rain got a bit too much, and we decided to pop out and run about and get what we needed and stuff. As you can see there, I fixed the bottom of the door on the greenhouse, so it actually opens nice now, and it's bridged off that gap for any cold air getting in. I'll take you around. Like I said, we've got gas. We've got 2 big bottles of gas to last for hopefully a month or so. So that's them, and then we're £51 a bottle. So we can actually crack on heating the greenhouse now for the winter. So it gives you a massive head start for the season. So like I see, I've got some leaks off some of the lads down the bottom. I'm still waiting on Peter Glazebrook onions coming, which is hopefully tomorrow. The postman's already been the day, so it's not a day. Hopefully it's tomorrow, and I can set them. And like I say, is off Mark, the lad down the bottom, give us a packet of seed off one of his onions, which was £8. So I think they have got bigger from his friends that grow giant onions as well. I think they got a bit big, I'm not 100%, but it is what it is. We'll crack on and see what we can get. I say I'm going to run the both off and see which one comes out the biggest. Half Peter Glazebrook and half the onions off Mark. I'm not sure the variety of the onion that we've got off them, but I'll find out that at a later date, and I'll let you keep you posted on what that is. I say two big gas bottles here. We've got an auto gas bottle changer coming as well. Up my brother-in-law, he's getting a hold of one of them for us. I have got a little bit of an unboxing coming up now of the little 2 kilowatt heater that we've got for the greenhouse, which we're going to partition a bit of the greenhouse off and just heat up one bench for now. So I'll take you in and I'll show you exactly what's cracking on with that. So if you give us a minute, I'll bring you back. Well, hello. I'll just readjust the camera a little bit as it's a bit dodgy. Yes, so yeah, we are in the greenhouse now. This is the heater that we've got, the Eden Lifestyle 2 kilowatt greenhouse heater. It's come nicely packaged. We ran around yesterday trying to get regulators for the gas bottles and tubing. It actually come with a little bit of tube and some little Jubilee clips to connect it all up, but we ended up buying extra anyways, because we're going to need some extra, because I'm running it from the back of the greenhouse through the little polycarbonate sheet at the back there, and I'm running it underneath the bench. We're going to seal the... Oh, yes, my father knew. Oh, cheers for that. Thank you very much. Little tea boy there, my apprentice. Oh, nice coffee. So yes, it's just come the day. My dad purchased it the other day. As let us say, some of the lads that we speak to on the allotments, they have heaters and stuff like that. Get some heat in the greenhouses and that, and they're 2 months ahead of us straight away. As soon as they start planting stuff out, even the tomatoes and chilies, peppers, stuff like that, it's always a couple of months in front of us. But obviously, towards the springtime, as the temperatures start to go up again, it's I can open up the rest of the greenhouse and have heat within a bigger space instead of just one bench. But it's about it's 8 foot, but we're only going to heat a 2 foot, so 8 foot by 2 foot, and the height will probably be about a 6 foot, 7 foot or something like that roughly. So I've got some bubble wrap underneath the bench there, so I'm going to put some bubble wrap at the front and bubble wrap across the top. And make like a mini greenhouse inside of the greenhouse, just so that it's not using as much gas. But yes, anyways, less of that. I'll bring you up in a later video on that one. It's so itchy. Yes, so we have got a longer length of this tube, and it comes with Jubilee clips as well, so that's a cracking little thing. If you're just heating up next to where your heater is, it comes with a regulator as well for the top of the bottle, so it stops gas back flowing through and causing explosions and stuff like that. That's what they're for. Anyone that didn't know, if you are getting the regulators, make sure, if you see on the top of the regulator there, it'll have propane there. I don't know if you can make that out or not. Don't know, see if I can get it. No, it doesn't want to focus. Right. Well, anyways, that bit of writing there says propane. You have some for propane and some for butane. You can get them for both, which is like a universal one. But with us having the big bottles, it's a screw-in connector as well. But yeah, so less of that. Moving on. So this is it. We've got. I'll just pull it out now. We've got, oh, it's fused for the bottom of it, so it looks like it's a little bit of assembly there, not hard, just a couple of screws in the bottom there. So there we have it. There's some destructions on the top. If you turn, you like to destruct things. There we go. Yes, so this is basically the heat. That's thermostatically controlled. I need to read the manual because I don't exactly know how it works. I'm guessing, oh yeah, it's got temperature gauges on the side, so we'll have to keep an eye on the yes, aye, that one. We'll have to keep an eye on the thermostats and see exactly how hot it's going to get with this heater. But it's just a little convenient heater. We'll set it all up. So I'll bring you back in a minute once I've got it all hooked up and kitted up and that. So I'll bring you back soon. So I have a little bit of assembly there needed. Just a screwdriver or a small hand screwdriver, like electric screwdriver, drill or whatever. Just to put the feet on the bottom. I think
this unit, yes, it looks like it can either be fixed to the wall or freestanding, which we're just going to have a freestand, as it's going to get moved around the greenhouse at different times of the year. Like at the moment, it's probably alright to stand in a bigger greenhouse to heat up, take the frosts out of the air and that, and keep it at about 10 degrees, 50 Fahrenheit. Yes. Or if you want to do, if you have a bigger version, they'd also do a 4.5 kilowatt heater, I think it is, in the same model and everything, just a higher kilowatt output, which would probably be more beneficial. But for what we need, the smaller heater will do. So yes, like I said, what comes, it comes with different language of instructions. So yes, that's probably a good thing. So anyone that's from abroad or anything ordering the same heater, you do get instructions in other languages. So we'll just have a look here. Fitting, yes. So basically, it's just straightforward. Connect your regulator to the top of the bottle, and put your pipe on the side of it. Jubilee clip on that. Run it into wherever you're running it to, and then connect it to your actual heater itself, and then you're cooking on gas. So yes, I'll bring you back once I've connected it all up. Just I'll be in and out of the greenhouse at the moment, so I'll bring you back very, very soon. Well, here we are, folks. Welcome back. I've done a little bit of moving about and stuff. I've connected it all up, and it's ready to rock and roll. So we'll just see how easy it is to start up. Yeah. That pushes there's a little button on the side, a little gold button. I'll bring it off. Little gold button on the side there. That one there. And you hold that in. Hold it in, just like so. And then there's a igniter button on the side. You hold the brass button on the side, and you press the little black button on the side there to ignite it, just as if it's a lighter. So we'll just hold that in, and then no, I'll let the gas run. There's gas running through there. There we go. There we go, that's on there. We'll turn it up. There we go. So it's thermostatically controlled. So what will happen is when the greenhouse hits a certain temperature that it needs to be, it'll turn itself off and it'll run down. Then when it gets too cold, it'll start itself back up again. So let's hope, if my theory is correct, this should keep the greenhouse at a temperature of about 10 degrees Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit. Hopefully, that's fingers crossed anyways, so we'll see how that goes anyways. But at the moment, that should do, and that should keep the place warm in here for now. I am going to go around, I am going to finish off any little, I think it's all pretty much sealed. The window needs closed properly at the back. I think that's pretty much it really. But this is going to go underneath the bench. Underneath this bench here, just in there. And then that should keep the, I see it, and then we're going to make a little small, we're just going to put a bit of 2x2 of some sort across the top, put some bubble wrap on the top, bubble wrap on the bottom, and bubble wrap on the side, and that should make it a small enough space for it to heat properly. Because I have been told that if you're heating a big greenhouse like this is a 8 by 7 I think, or 8 by 6.5 roughly, something like that. Well, they're 2 foot panes. There's 4 of them, that's 8 plus the bits in between. Probably talking 8.5 foot by probably about 7 foot. So I mean, it's quite a big space for a little heater to have to produce as much heat. So like I say, we are gonna make a small greenhouse inside of this greenhouse, just so as I can get in, water the leaks is what I need to do, and then that'll be it. Or what I might do is seal off, like say make a small partition at the back, and then cut off one whole side in the back end, and just have like a 6 foot by like 6 foot by like 2.5 foot, whatever it is, 2 foot 2 foot by 6 foot section with only having to heat 6 foot high. So I think that's what I'll probably end up doing, just to make things a little bit more efficient and use less gas, as you didn't want to be forking out 51 £1 a bottle every single time it comes to heating up your greenhouse. I mean, the lad down the bottom was heating quite a big greenhouse, probably about twice the size of this, in a bottle of his lasted a week, so £50 a week. So it's not very cost effective or anything like that. So like I say, make a small little greenhouse inside of here and we should be laughing really. So I'm going to plod on with that anyways and get that sorted. I've got some timbers in the shed there which should be enough to do what I need to do anyways. So anyways, look folks, I'm going to crack on, get my jobs done I need done, and I'll speak to you shortly. Hello folks, how are you? Well, currently in the greenhouse is 14 degrees. I've just turned the thermostat down a little bit because I had it up on the bench and I had the heat up. Well, it burns at a constant heat, it's just the thermostat will knock the gas off and knock it back on. But I had it on setting 2 and it clicked off at 16 degrees, so I've knocked it down between 1 and 2. So hopefully it goes round about 12 degrees. But like I see, I'll be out in a minute. So that was just me father telling us there's a couple of cabbages there to take. So yes, the thermostat's kicked in and it's knocked the gas off heat. So like I say, it was sitting about 16 degrees, so I turn it down a touch on the thermostat. I'll see what temperature it is when it knocks itself back up. Hopefully it's around about 12 degrees. So not a bad thing that, like, I'm happy with that. Like I say, I'm going to partition well, what I was actually thinking is instead of putting a plastic sheeting across the front, so I would have to keep opening it to get into my leaks, what I'm thinking is I might actually put a piece of plastic across the roof, so it's not as high, it's not having to heat up so much, and then having a partition at the last 2 foot of the greenhouse and then the other side of the greenhouse, so then it's literally just heating up like 4.5 foot by 6 foot. So that's what my ideas are anyways, and then it keeps cost down for gas, and then that way I can have a full bench. I'll probably install another little bench and have a second bench above it. I might just get like a, you know, like the greenhouse show racks things, whatever they are. But that's definitely something to look into. But obviously at the moment, I mean, a 6 foot area for what I'm doing at the moment satisfactory. And like I say, when it comes to springtime, I can start things off and I'll pull the plastic down. If it costs a little bit more to heat the full thing, then it costs a little bit more, but at least I'm getting a head start on everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, for now, that's pretty much it. I'll bring you back when I get my seeds from Peter Glazebrook. Like I say, I've got the ones to sow from Mark, but I'm going to sow them at exactly the same time, and I'll keep an eye on every single plant. I've got a big bag of Clover Professional potting mix, so that's not too bad. I sieved out some of it, riddled it, put it through the riddle, and I took a bag full home for start seeds off. So like I say, jobs are good and happy days and that. So I'm well looking forward to this, yeah, like. So anyways, right, look folks, I'm gonna crack on. I'm gonna get home, get me tea and that, quiche for tea tonight. So see what it brings. Take care anyways folks, right, stay safe.
Well, here we are on an absolute miserable Thursday morning. It's about 9:30 and I thought I'd pop down to the garden, and there's not exactly like it's much to do. There's jobs to do, but not when it's absolutely, it's been raining for the last half an hour, so I think we're just going to leave the garden for the day. I've just popped down to check the heat on the greenhouse with having the heater on last night. That was the first night that we'll have it on. I had it on and it's just right in here. It's sitting at 13 degrees in here at the moment. 13 degrees, and the flame's just ticking over, so it must just be about to kick in very, very soon. So it's still saying your breath, and yeah, it must be cold further down.
don't know whether to turn the thermostat up. But that's the thing as well, I haven't got a digital thermometer where it reads the highest and the lowest temperature, because obviously I would like to know exactly what the lowest temperature got on night time. Obviously the gas will have been on throughout the night with it cooling down faster. It's definitely on its cool down period, but I mean I thought it might have been a bit warmer than this, like, but I'll have to speak to some of the lads, and I may put the thermometer further down. Sorry about the camera angles and that, because I haven't got my tripod and that today again. I expected some onion seeds coming yesterday, so I took my tripod home to get a little bit of footage of sowing some giant onions. Not that it's much to watch, but you know. But yes, so what was I saying? That one. My partner Shauna actually came up with a good idea. Is instead of, I was going to partition the back 2 foot of the greenhouse off, and then partition the left hand side. See if I can show you. So we would partition all the way along here, all the way back, and then at the back 2 foot of the greenhouse as well, from there across. So it would literally be a 6 foot by like 4.5 foot. That's what we're gonna do, and then have the one bench with the staging racks from that's what they're called, staging racks, from the little pop-up greenhouses on top, so we could get a little bit extra bench space. But I think maybe she came up with a cracking idea actually, where instead of doing that, why don't you just put 2 plastic sheets down in front, so like halfway along the greenhouse here, and then it'll just be a 4 foot by like this, you know, 4 foot by whatever, like 2, 4, 6.5 foot, 6.5 by 4 foot. That's what we're thinking about anyways. And she says if you have 2 big plastic sheets draping from the roof, then you can just literally pot up on that side, and then when it gets closer to the time of planting out and stuff, you can move like some brassicas and stuff into the cooler area. It'll still be warmish, it'll still be a lot warmer than outside, but it'll not be as warm as what it would inside where the heater is. So that's pretty much it really. There's nothing much to show. It's dropped down to 12 degrees now, so that's not too bad. Like it's gonna kick in any minute, that heater. I'm surprised it hasn't kicked in already, to be honest. Like I might knock it up a notch. Just the temperature I think's dropping a little bit too. I think it only has to be 10 degrees, but I think it still has a touch too cold, like, but I think I'll knock it up. I'm gonna. There we go, it's turned itself on now. There we go. I'll check the gas bottles actually, see how empty they are, whatever. Like I say, sorry about the shot and that, but I haven't got a stick or a tripod or anything at the minute. I can't even feel the weight on it, so aye, that's still full. That's still really full. So looks like it hasn't used much gas, but obviously it's only one night, so we'll find out over the course of a week how. Oh, the door swelled up there. Oh, there we go. Right. That'll do. I need a new handle for the front as well. May need to shave that door down a touch, but like I say, I am gonna do minor adjustments. I did have some clear plastic somewhere, but I haven't a clue where it went. But I might go have a word with one of the lads down the bottom. They might have an off-cut of the polytunnel sheeting. I know one of the lads that's got the plot down the bottom, Mark Cook, he's getting rid of his polytunnels. So I might give him a call and see if I can jump over and
cut a couple of sheets out so as I can crack on with that. I'll have a word with him, see what he says. I'll appreciate it if he did. So I'll anyways, look, I've got the heater on. I didn't know if I showed you, but we've got the new camping stove in. Colour gas heater off a couple of years ago. Before we had the wood burner, we had that heater I bought for £50 with the gas bottle. Was it £30? And came with I think it was just about a full bottle. But we used that for a while. Then we got the wood burner in, so we took that up to the top shed where the hens are and stored it in there for a bit. Then we were sick of stinking of smoke, and we thought, why, how can we make sure that we're not gonna like how can we heat the place without getting stinky and stuff, with it not costing as much. Obviously the wood was free, so it wasn't costing anything to heat, but £35 for a little gas bottle, it's a little bit on the dear side, but I mean when you're only using it for a couple of hours, it's not too bad. But anyways, look, what am I doing? I'm rambling on again. But yes, so I might as well finish rambling since I'm nearly there. We've got a T-connector joined for put the regulator on, put a bit of tubing onto a T-connector, then either side of the T-connector goes into the tube for the fire and a tube for the the stove. So now we've ended up with not having to buy loads of little tins of gas and stuff. So fried eggs for breakfast today, I think, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I've got fresh eggs off the hens, and I've got a half a loaf of bread there after the day, and we bought some chips. So I might try that, actually. I should have brought a bit of cheese down, since we've got the grill. We've got the little grill area on the bottom there. Could have heated up the grilled some cheese on top of there. Eggs and that, like, you know what I mean? Bon appetit. Right, anyways, look, that's the rambling, folks. That's pretty much it for now. Like I say, waiting for some seeds coming, and I'll get a little bit of footage just showing the heavy onions for 2021. So I am going to get a hold of some leeks. I think Dean Hood, when I messaged him a couple of weeks, when I messaged him about a week or two ago, he did say he had some leeks for us there, so I didn't have to worry too much. So I'll speak to him about that, and I've got about a dozen leeks off, quality leeks from Alan Payne and Mark. I forgot his second name though. I live in his second name. So, but I've got a dozen leeks off them, and see how many I get off Dean, and see what else I might be able to get a hold of. I've got a dozen Cumbrians off Alan Payne, and the lads that Dean, I'm not sure what Dean's is. I don't know if the Betty Blacks or CSX or whatever. But I'll find out, and I'll keep you posted. So anyways, that's pretty much it for now, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, folks, and stay safe. Well, hello there. Welcome back. I'm just in the greenhouse again. I've been arranging the plastic, the polycarbonate, well, not polycarbonate, the polythene from the sport to Mark Cook. I got some polytunnel cover off him to make like a mini greenhouse style thing inside of this greenhouse, which it is absolutely manky, but like, well, dirty, if anyone doesn't know what that manky means. It is scruffy, but it'll do the purpose for now. It'll serve its purpose for now. Yeah, I think it'll be all right the way it is at the moment, but as you can see, I've cut off at the back there. I've cut off 2 foot all the way at the back, and then I've cut the full length of the greenhouse all the way down to the door. So like the greenhouse is nearly half in size. So I did find a little staging unit as well in Mark Cook's allotment, which means I can get a few different levels of it's a racking system, so I can fit more in the spaces I need. So it's I've got a little bit extra racking area for to put plants on and stuff, instead of just having the one bench.
So I think that'll probably do for the moment. So I'm going to crack on anyways and get the staging and get it sorted. So I'll speak to you shortly. Well, hello there. Welcome back. I've been down to see Alan Payne this morning, well this afternoon, and luckily he was in. He gives a few tips about my heater because he's got the same heater there. So I'll just find out exactly what this greenhouse is heating at now, because I went and got a little present off Terry O'Donnell, the Secretary of the Allotments. He gave us one of the digital thermometers, reads how hot and cold it is and that. So I'll keep an eye on that over the next few days and get me temperature sorted on my greenhouse. So things are starting to take shape a little bit. Like I said, it is a bit dirty, that plastic, but we are looking into getting some new clean stuff, see how things go. I do apologise about the shakiness of the camera, but I went and seen Alan Payne and he's dished us up some leeks. He's given us quite a few Betty Blacks, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26. Sorry about my math there, like 26 of the leeks that I'm keeping for myself at the moment. I have got some other ones down here as well, which are Betty Blacks as well, but they're like the shafts are leaning over and everything, and they're not sitting up straight, and they're like collapsing. So I've tried to push them up and that, but I'll keep a hold of them anyways and see what comes of them. There might be nice leeks. And he's given us a half a dozen Cumbrians as well, so they look nice. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them, look after them, and see how I get on. Hopefully I don't kill them, as Dean Hood would know I like the drown things. So now I'll keep them in a nice temperature, make sure they're nice and moist, not too moist, not too dry. So we'll keep a close eye on them and look after them as best we can, and see how we'll come this year with leeks. I have got Mark next door to Alan Payne. You've heard us mention him a few times as well. He's gonna sort us out 10 Cumbrians as well that he's got spare, so I'll take a couple off him. So I really do appreciate that, like lads, if you are watching. So yes, pretty much at the moment that's all I've got to show. Like I say, I am going to be cracking on with the onion seeds of Peter Glazebrook and Mark. They haven't got any heavy onions. Well, Mark hasn't got any heavy onions to give us at the minute, but like I say, he's given us the seeds, so that's perfect. I'll be setting them away this week. So like I say, that'll be on the end of this video, and that'll probably be it really for this week. Well, this month for me. I'll keep you posted anyways on updates on the leeks and onions and that, and see how this season 2021 goes. 2020-2021. So fingers crossed. It's not bad. So I'll catch you shortly, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, folks. Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back. Like I said, the long-awaited onion sowing video. I've been waiting for the onion seeds coming from Peter Glazebrook that I ordered last week on Saturday. So they've turned up the day. So as you can see there, I'll just put me I think it'll probably be a good bit of marketing for them. Can you see that there? Right, there we go. So yes, the Peter Glazebrook heavy onions, which came off his, well, I think them seeds came off the head of the world record holder. I'm hoping it did. If not, it's definitely got traces of that 18-pound onion in it. So fingers crossed we do actually hit that weight. Probably never in a million years, but you know, you've got to be in it to win it. So and the other seeds I'm running alongside of it is the heavy onions from Mark at the allotment, which I'll find out the strain, but I haven't seen him today. Because he was also got some Cumbrian leeks for us as well, which I'm looking forward to for that. So, but thanks very much again, Alan Payne, if you're watching, mate, for them leeks. And when I do get around to saying Mark, thanks very much for the leeks in advance, mate. So thank you very much, lads. I really do appreciate it, because it can be quite costly for your leeks and stuff like that if you don't do them yourself. I've just tipped out the seeds from Peter Glazebrook onions, and looks like you get quite a few in there. So I'll do half this year, half next year. I don't know if you can see that there. So I've probably got about 40, maybe 50 seeds in there. So that's cracking that, like, so I'll use half this time and half next time. But whatever I sow, if any come up, if there's any spare, I'll be dishing them out to friends. So keep your mince open for them, lads, if you are watching. So yeah, let us see it. And that came off of Mark at the allotment. That was off a head of an £8 onion. So I think his friend actually grew over £10 on them. So fingers crossed we'll get even bigger. But see what happens anyways. Let us see the trace of the, if it didn't come off the head of Peter Glazebrook's onion, the biggest one, the 18-pounder, if it didn't come off that, it's definitely got traces of that onion in it. So fingers crossed we'll get a nice good onion this year. Me heaviest I grew, well, this year was for £4 something, but they weren't, let us say, it was in the compost that was acidic, and I think it just played its toll straight away. I think it, obviously, I mean, it's just, it done its damage, you know. So but this year completely different, nice compost, they're nice trenches, and I'm gonna put them in a nice, I'm gonna put them in the air pots as well, I think, on top of them trenches. I don't know yet, we'll see how we play it, see how it comes, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's get down to business. We're gonna sow them now. All you would do is about an inch of compost, sprinkle the seed, broadcast, sow the seeds on top, then a thin layer of compost on top of that, and then water them in, and that's them done. Bit of cling film over the top, just to keep the moisture levels in, and we'll see how we'll get on this year anyways. So let's get down to business. We'll just tilt that down a bit. So yeah, I'm putting the Mark's heavy £8 onion in there, and I'm putting Peter Glazebrook's heavy onions in there. So we'll do the Peter Glazebrook ones first. We'll separate them. I'm not actually counting the seeds out or anything, I'm just literally there we go, that's them. So half of them are going back in for next year. That's the Peter Glazebrook ones done. And then Mark's heavy onions here. So I'm literally just gonna, I'll keep some of these for next year as well. That's it, just a quick broadcast so on them, and we'll see how they get on for next year. So I've already dampened the soil off prior to the video, and then just like I see it, a very thin layer . A very, very fine layer on there. Whoopsie, that's me in the doghouse tonight. and I'll give them a water in. I've left me little spray bottle in the kitchen, so that's pretty much it. So yes, that's, let us say, Peter Glazebrook heavy onions and Mark's heavy onions. So that's pretty much it for the minute, folks. I will keep you updated on how things go, how good the germination rates are. Well, not that I can exactly work out perfectly, but there's roughly about 25 seeds in there, and there's roughly about 50 seeds in there. So we'll see how things progress over the coming weeks, months, and the next year. So good luck to everybody that is starting seeds off and taking part in the competitions. Good luck for 2021 and all the best, lads. I'll speak to you all soon anyways, lads, lasses, toasters, wheels, whatever. And thanks for watching.